Hey YouTube, come on into my world, Steffi's world. I just wanted to come on here and talk about some things that's kind of been bothering me this week. And it's some things that just simply need to stop. I know it's a whole laundry list, but it's just a few that stick out that I'm going to address. And the first thing is the slave quarters being used as the Airbnb. Who sat there and came up with the bright idea? The slave quarters, another money making opportunity. And you have to ask yourself who will want to stay at the slave quarters. But plantations have been popular for some time. I have just not wanted to go, revisit, stay. I haven't even wanted to tour. So, if the actual shanties still exist or have been restored, even though that's not the actual bed that the rapes of the slave women happened on, I wouldn't want to sleep in that. And it shouldn't be allowed. They should be historical markers uh, set up for tours at the least. It should not be a money making opportunity. And those were cozy, quaint times. I know you guys like to romanticize and think that it wasn't that bad, as I was told by a foreign student, that slavery wasn't that bad. Sarah or Sally Hemings, that was not a love story between her and Thomas Jefferson. We know exactly how those children were conceived. The next thing, the young people who look like they could be my children on TikTok making videos reenacting and acting like slaves. It's not funny and it's not cute. What you need to do is my shirt say it all. You need to read. You need to read about how the slaves were treated. Do some research. Talk to your elders. Trust me, you're doing a TikTok video to put your little reenactment behind a beat while my ancestors was out in those fields trying not to be beat for not picking the amount of cotton to have the pounds that they needed to get in. This ain't it. Your history, my history, that's not a joke. And no matter about what they're saying about CRT in schools, there's something we can start in our own communities called freedom schools. We can still educate our children. I might be able to educate yours too. Freedom schools. Free this. Free this. And Vogue says, free your mind, and the rest will follow. George Clinton say, free your mind and your ass will follow. Whichever path you want to go on. Free this. Next, we're probably maybe 60 something days out from Halloween, and every year we have to come with this disclaimer, but I'm going to do it. No blackface. It's not okay. It's not going to go well for you. I don't want the half-ass apology. I don't want to see you lose your job. And I don't want you to go viral. Blackface is never okay. That's it. That's all. Don't do it. Don't do it. I take this seriously because my parents graduated in the right before integration happened. They've told me things. I've talked to my elders. I grew up in the dirty. These things are not funny to me. Stop reenacting or having photo shoots in cotton fields. At one time when I was dipping my toe in photography, I said I would never do a photo shoot in a cotton field. I don't need to be there. I don't need to see it. I don't need to touch it. I know when I go to Africa and I go to the point of no return that I'm going to become emotional. That was the last place that the slaves went to before they took them to the ships. I know when I go to African Town, which is in Mobile, Alabama, where the last slave ship, the people off of that ship stayed there and made a life, African Town, while all the time longing to go back to their home, which was Africa. The slave ship was a Catilda. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, that's online, and also read Barracoon. But the thing that got me the most is all of this was on a bet. There was supposed to have been no more slave ships. But they went back and got one last one. 110 people. Not fun times, not slaves frolicking in the field. This is not a game, and this is not a joke. If you like what you just heard, like, share, subscribe. You can find me at Cosby COSBEE on Twitter. I'm all over social media. And I always close whatever I do online with love one another. Till next time, peace.